All right. Well, thank you for clicking the video. And my name is Shane. Today I want to go ahead and open this guy here. It is looks like it's like a half booster box. It's got 8 packs in the box. AEW, I've been waiting since the day they announced they were going to be releasing their own trading cards to finally get my hands on some. And they've had a limited run so far with the hobby boxes, which I think have 16 packs in them, and they've been retailing for close to $200+. And I went in town recently, went to the local card shop and asked them if they had planned on getting any of these. They said that they were looking into getting some and they would let me know when they got them. And these are AEW wrestling cards. I'm in the Detroit area. I got these from Pro Edge Sports in Fort Gratiot from Bob. Sold them for about $61, which isn't too shabby. I did see some eBay listings going between $45 to $75, especially being again that individual packs are going for about $20 a pop. Now I don't know if there is a pack in here that will have a signature on it or that thicker, I can't think of what it's called, but you know, the chase card, if you will. I don't know if it'll have one or what the pull rate for that is. Like I say, it's about half of a booster box. I'm just really excited to get my hands on this. They called me while I was in Chicago, go to see the CM Punk versus MJF match, Dynamite. So this was just really icing on top of the cake to be able to come home and go to the store to pick these up. And again, I appreciate them calling me to let me know that these were available. So again, a huge shout out to Bob at Pro Edge Sports in Fort Gratiot. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and get these opened up. And I am looking forward to when they make their full retail release. It's supposed to be this summer. All right, so we open here. And we have 8 packs as advertised. So let's go ahead and go with the right-hand side. So in the back, let's see, we got a Frankie Kazarian card. Ooh, a Jon Moxley card. That is nice. Roads to Success. Got main feature Ortiz, a Dr. Britt Baker DMD, Big Swole, who is no longer with the company. Kind of makes that card probably a little bit more rare just because of the fact that it's not going to ever go into another set most likely. We have Penta Zero Miedo, another fantastic guy, and we got a MJF card. So we got 2 of the wrestling magazines. Do we get any with the finishers on them? All right, going from the right again. There we go. And we have a Mark Quinn. I don't understand why that's so hard for people to figure out. That's Mark Quinn. Seems to get said wrong all the time. Hikaru Shida. We have a Sammy Guevara card, another guy that was absolutely awesome. Lucky guy with having Miss Ty Conti in his life now. We have a Dustin Rhodes canvas card. I thought canvas cards were actually had like a sample of the ring canvas on them, but they're just more cardboard textured. And we have a QT Marshall, not Marshall, card. Ooh, Evo Uno and Stu Grayson of the Dark Order. It's a fabulous card. I'm looking forward to the opportunity of eventually getting their figures now that they're out. And speaking of the one and only Ty Conti, that is also a card that I am glad to pull. She is one of my favorite female wrestlers right now. And then a Matt Jackson, which also fabulous. There's so many great wrestlers in AEW, even outside of like their storylines. You know, when you watch the content they put out independently, it just looks like a healthy environment for creativity and that's awesome to see. All right, opening up next pack, starting off with Riho. I believe she just broke her collarbone. And I like doing this backwards just because I think that if we get any kind of chase card, it's going to be on the top. Ricky Starks. I'm sorry, Ricky, I left during your match this week. I wanted to get back to the hotel without fighting traffic. Jurassic Express, the new tag team champions. I wish that Jurassic Express still included Marco Stunt. He may not be the biggest guy by any means, but you know, it's one of those things that he was there during the pandemic, helped make the Jurassic Express tag team stand out. We have a Lance Archer. I'm looking forward to his match this coming week against Jon Moxley in that Texas Death match they're going to have for the championship. Ortiz, I cannot roll my tongue even slightly. This does look like it is one of the Dynamite Shatterfoil types, so that is a good pull. And then we have Mr. Billy Ass himself, Billy Gunn. I never would have thought that Billy Gunn would be so over, but right now he truly is, thanks to Danhausen. And then we have Mr. Orange himself, Mr. Orange Cassidy, one of the guys that during the pandemic definitely has some great storylines going on. Recently beat Adam Cole in a controversial lights out match. What some people don't seem to understand is that was at Beach Break, which is kind of like a show named after Orange Cassidy. I don't know what's so hard to put together about that. That's why they did it lights out, so we wouldn't hurt Adam Cole's actual win-loss rate. And then we've got the man himself that got me into wrestling, the Stinger, Mr. Steve Borden. It's fantastic. I never would have thought that I was going to see him in a promotion after what happened with WWE when he wound up going there, the embarrassing storyline that they put him in, and then the unfortunate way that he kind of had to go out with the really bad buckle bomb spine injury. Never would have thought I'd see him wrestle again, and yet he's wrestling in the most fabulous ways in 2021 and 2022. Next, we have another member of the Dark Order, Miss Anna Jay. We have the Dapper Yapper himself, Justin Roberts. We have another Matt Jackson card, but this one is not the magazine cover. Got the magazine cover, and then just a standard card. I don't know which one's more valuable or chase card, if you will. And a silver copy. And I don't know why they would do this to us. We have the same verbiage, the same back, and the only difference is gold background, silver background. Don't know why, but maybe it's because Cody wants to feel important. I'm sorry, Cody, not trying to shit on your life. All right, then we have a Kenny Omega Dynamite Shatterfoil magazine cover, which is also awesome. A Joey Janela, which lately, hoping that he's doing well and enjoying what he's doing. Speaking of people who haven't been on TV much, Kip Sabian. I was probably 10 feet away from him the other night when we were at Dynamite. I was standing right behind him, and my fiance was asking, who's that guy with the box over his head? And I said, ooh, I think that's the wrestler. I said, I want to say it's Kip Sabian, but I don't want to go up to him and embarrass myself because I'm wrong. I don't know why I wasn't so sure, but now I kind of wish I would have said hi. He was going around talking to everybody in the audience, which was nice, you know, for the lower level access. And then we have CD, Christopher Daniels. I'll switch this, would show the other side, see if we could actually have a more updated photo with that eye that's currently destroyed. And that will do it for the right hand side. Now we're going for the left. Let's see if we get any hits here. So again, $60 for 8 packs, which wasn't too bad because I was going to the store either way, knowing that they had something for me there. I thought I was probably going to end up leaving with 1 pack for 20. To leave with 8 packs for 60 made me feel like, or 8 packs for 60 made me feel like a winner for sure. Ortiz, we've already pulled 1. Now we have a main features Jungle Boy, which is a decent card. And here we've got something neat. I think this is a chase card. Butcher and the Blade with fabric from there. I don't know, maybe elbow pads. I don't even know if this shoot comes from the wrestlers or not, but it is a thick boy. Plastic card. You receive a trading card with Butcher Blade. AEW memorabilia that has been certified by Upper Deck as being heaven worn by the wrestlers. Hope you enjoy this piece of AEW history. That is awesome. So this is real. It's a shoot piece of fabric from both of them. I assume it's a piece from each wrestler's gear. And I don't know, this might be worth a couple pennies. I don't know. But it does make the purchase a little bit more worth it. I'm gonna put that aside. So it does validate the purchase. We have a Jericho title belt. He was the inaugural champion. And here we have a private party card. I'm looking forward to see them move away from the AHFO and just kind of go do their own thing. I'm also hoping that soon we get some factions shuffling around who is in their factions in AEW, because now we're about 2.5 years in. We've seen some of these factions since day one. Definitely loving that there are factions, but I think it would also be great to see some of them split off or get new members or start to tell us what's happening next. We have another Kenny Omega card. We did pull that silver one already. This over here, we have another Cody Rhodes card, a Hikaru Shida main features card, and then we have a Nyla Rose canvas card. Now we have a Cash Wheeler with a Dynamite Shire foil. Another Cody Rhodes. This one is a gold stripe. Should sort these by the wrestlers because I'm curious to see what we pulled. Brian Cage. I actually miss Brian Cage. I don't know what's going on with him either. Ever since his wife said something, I don't know, unless it spurred TK or something, because he hasn't been back on TV since. I think he did injure himself. I don't know if he was one of those that did shooting star press and touched the top of his head, but I hope it's all well. It's good to have your semi-monster there. And then RIP Mr. It's Wednesday Night himself, Mr. Brody Lee. Can't wait to see whatever comes of Brody Jr. -1 when he gets to that age. I think we only have 2 packs left, so let's see what we get. Alright, starting off with the Alien, or Statlander. The best friends Trent and Chuck Taylor. And again, you know, I don't know how long they had been working on making these cards and getting them ready for print, but now we know Trent is no longer Trent with a question mark, and he also no longer has his long hair. And we have Pac, and he just returned after a long hiatus as well. He's been doing the storyline with Malachi Black. I got to see him wrestle blindfolded for about, I think, a minute or two before he took that off. One of the moments that I think back to with him is the baseball slide where he broke his ankle against Chris Jericho. Chris had to kind of explain to the ref, hey, you know, he's actually hurt, and just got in his face to get eliminated. And now we have a Jake Hager, and this is another Shatterfoil. I think this is the other Shatterfoil. I think there's like a Dynamite, and I don't think I'll the other one, but this is definitely the other type of Shatterfoil. We got another card for the Alien here. Got 2 in the same pack. Gold stripe, and I think the gold's rare, and the blue stripe is probably your common. The same picture, again, 2 in the same pack. I would love to see that spot used for a different wrestler. Luchasaurus, Taz, Send Hook, Boom Boom himself, Colt Cabana. With that, we've got one last pack. So again, I'm not expecting, because we did pull this guy here, I'm not expecting a signature card. That is really what I'm after. Alright, Sean Spears, the chairman. I don't like the gimmick. He could drop the Canadian God. We have the Spanish God, the Canadian God, and then we got Miro, God's favorite champion, the Redeemer. Next we have a Sting magazine cover, Dustin Rhodes sideway cards. Let's see. I love Dustin. Speaking of, we have another Jungle Boy main features. Again, I'm going to sort these by the wrestler when I'm done. Maybe I'll go back and do a quick recap. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, we have another Cody Rhodes card. And then we have another, the Best Friends card here. We have the Bunny, which she is pretty interesting to watch. Most definitely. And then we have a Nick Jackson card. All right, I'm going to sort these out, do a quick recap. All right, so quick recap. Sorted these out by faction really quick. So Inner Circle, we got Gold Jericho cover, Shatterfoil Hager, 3 Ortiz cards, a Sammy card, Ty Conti, which she's not in the Inner Circle, but the Inner Circle's kind of in her. For the Elite, we have Nick and Matt, and then a couple Kenny Omega cards, Jurassic Express rather, Jungle Express. Just a few cards. Pinnacle, we only got Sean, Cash, and a MGF card. For the the Best Friends, we got a couple of their tag team cards. We got an Orange Cassidy and 2 Chris Statlander cards. My favorite faction, which is the Dark Order. A few cards, got a Colt, again a Brody Lee, and a Jay, and then a Evil Uno and Stu. Private Party, this is going to be the AHFO cards, only a Mark, the Bunny, and Private Party. And then, of course, that Butcher and Blade tag team certified card. 5 Cody Rhodes cards, which 5 out of 8 is about 4 cards too many. You only need to pull 1 out of 8 packs, because I only pulled 1 Jon Moxley card. And I'd rather pull 5 Jon Moxley cards or 5 Kenny Omegas or 5 Chris Jerichos. But yeah, here we go with almost 60% C rate for Cody. There's so many other wrestlers in the company. Cody doesn't need to take that spot all the time. And then again, just a quick recap. Try to put them together. So like Team Taz got Ricky, Brian Cage, even though he's not with them no more. That's what he's most affiliated with. We got Taz, Kazarian and Daniels. We got Kip, Swole, Janela, Nyla, Roberts. Death Triangle, we got Pac and Penta, and then 2 cards for the Stinger. So that's going to wrap it up for me here today. I hope you enjoyed. If you share my opinion or disagree with my opinion, let me know. Am I wrong for being upset that Cody Rhodes took up so many spots? Does it really even matter? Now, if I'll do another one of these, I guess we'll see what the feedback is on this one. Until then, take care.